We got a high of 589, low of 70. I'm gonna take a starter. It seems like it's lingering, which could be good, as my chime is extremely loud. A little bit of a scratch trade there. Looks like it's coming down. Nope, still holding. Again, I don't want to be super aggressive too early, so I'm kind of easing off, just, you know. And there's a drop. Okay, not the best start. Had some potential, but you know, maybe we get a red to green or something like that later into the open. Why is nothing hitting my scan? What's going on? Okay. TOP resuming. BMR. I can take a look at a few of those stocks from yesterday. I'm gonna refresh this. Usually there's something hitting at least something. Waiting patiently. Is it having issues? Maybe it's having issues today, which it would be a first. Never, you know, never had issues. All right, I'll check the chat. If something is moving, more than likely you guys will call it out. ONFO, how's that one looking? Yeah, and even E-Trade. Yeah, this one is looking pretty good. ONFO. Getting called out from the chat. How's the volume on this one? ONFO pre-market highs are at 248. Red to green so far here into the open, breaking over 194. So nice break of 2, pushing up. Are we failing? It looks like we might be failing. Maybe, maybe not. Actually, no, our green candle still looks pretty good. I'll jump back in. Our green candle on the 5-minute, that is, looks pretty good still. Sometimes it's the small details like that that you need to realize to catch the trade. So I'm going to do myself a disservice there by not holding that position. Too much fluctuation. Okay. That was a beautiful dip. I mean, lovely. Pre-market highs, big bids. Pre-market highs at 248. Well, it doesn't get any better than that type of pullback, right? If I look at my 5-minute chart a couple seconds earlier, I'd nail the trade there. So ONFO seems like it's the one here to start the day. We got a high point 230. The low of the current is 12. Time 34. So the new 5-minute candle is coming in a little bit. This one can move. It can move. If it gives a breakout, a proper breakout, it'd probably go to 50. No, not yet. Still struggling. I missed the dip, so I'm kind of, trying to hive day trade. But it needs to break 30. Waiting patiently. High is at 36. I feel like I'm still a little distracted. Gotta dial in, gotta dial in. Focus up. 36 for the high. Low of the last was 18. Low before that was 12. Our 5-minute candle looks decent. 48 for pre-market highs. Seems like there's room to 366 over that level on the daily chart. So this one does look good. It's holding up fairly high. Oh, there's a wall. There's a wall there at 40. It might break. It looks like it will. Maybe not. I gotta wait. I gotta be patient. Keep waiting. Take this. Well, it seems like somebody sold a big position or something. It didn't bounce right away. Not seeing the green. It might be slow recovery. Maybe it wants a new low. A little uncertain here, so not really holding. Not not the type of drop we want to be seeing though off the highs, right? Maybe I throw some more shares in this range, or do I wait? Leaning on the side of waiting. Time and volume. A minute, 10 seconds left. Better not Titanic here on me. Better not. That was another good dip though. Bounce. This is. I'll hold this for high of day. Is my goal here. Let's see how well it does as it continues to push. Such a great bottoming wick at VWAP. I bought the selling because the 5 minute candle looks great. It was about to when I said a minute and 10 seconds to go on the 5 minute candle, the candle already had, that low at 16. It's like, okay, from this area, how likely are we to start curling if we make a new low as the new candle is about to begin, being that the previous 5 minute candle closed in such a good shape. It was a strong, big green body candle. So I'm just going to buy that weakness. And then, if it does not flush, great. If it flushes, then I just know that I have to take a loss. I wonder if this is low enough. Break even stop, though, if it's not. Hmm. I could have kept holding the 500 shares down from 12, but, trying to add back. 21 was a good add back, but didn't hold it long enough. Pull back. Pull back. It's not ready yet. I need to be careful because I want to use size here, but it needs to be like on the incline. So let's see. If not, we'll go right back to flat. All right. We'll be patient. That's all we have to do. We just have to be patient. We just have to be patient. Yep, that was a little risky. What's it gonna be? Do we need a double bottom? Or is that it? I don't want to hold it here in case it wants the double bottom, which I don't know, but it could happen, right? If it does, I want to be buying it down there, not up here. Churning shares these last couple of trades. What are the chances it fails here? That's also another question. Be looking at the 5 minute chart, I don't think it's likely, but it could happen. If it does, well, I'll just take a loss, right? Not personal. Well, I'm awfully late there. We still made something because it's gonna rip. Be careful of a false breakout. It doesn't go, right? If it's not gonna be smooth. Come on. The volume is high here. We should rip through right through the highs. Show us the moon. Show us the moon. Show us the moon. Somebody's selling. Somebody has to be selling. Should have already went. The question is, if it breaks over 38, are they going to cover? If they do, we should see pre-market highs. We still haven't seen the real volume yet. We're at 46. We're 2 minutes in. We're still missing like 2 million shares plus. Is this it? It's getting kind of dangerous. Is it flushing? Maybe a breakdown and reclaim of 12? What's it doing? Well, it's like a false breakout candle, but the way how the volume profile is, it still looks healthy. Let's size down a little more just in case. If I take this loss, it's not going to be catastrophic. So mitigating risk with share size. Give me another strong surge to Jupiter here. Lows at 16. The 5-minute chart still looks healthy, so I still think it's bullish. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the thumbs up. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. 5-minute, we got a nice flag going, right? In fact, the candlesticks have never looked so beautiful. We just got to hold up our levels here. We just got to hold up mid-teens and then, attack the highs again. And then hopefully get the short sellers to cover and we rip to 50, 60, maybe into the halt at 70. But, unfortunately, there's a but. Twice yesterday and the day before on the breakout in this type of situation, we saw a big red candle. So I told myself yesterday, if it gives the move, to not take the first dip, because that dip has been dipping all the way back to low of day. So of course, be careful as always. High of this current 5-minute candle is 37, so it's basically like a double top, and we're back here at the lows. Do we need a new low below 12? Or are we going to hold mid-teens above 12 and then attack the highs again? Which one is it going to be? Short sellers are probably short 35, 30, 35 in that range. And so more than likely over 40 and 50 they'll cover. If it goes through 40, we have to see 60 minimum for this to make any sense. So you guys already know what I'm watching for here, right? If this breaks down, it has to like hold up a little bit. If not, then maybe maybe Titanic, right? So right there we had a low of 17. It seems like it's still holding above 12. VWAP is now at 14, so it's like we have low of 12 and then low VWAP at 14. Two areas for some support. Just waiting patiently. ONFO. Checking my settings. Okay, ONFO still waiting. Waiting patiently. Let's not get distracted here either, right? Let's stay sharp. A low of 16. There's 19 on the bids. I'm noticing something here. We're having lower highs and low 16. So if we make a new high on the 1 minute and we can hold, it probably will be ready to go. We'll see what happens. There's a double top, 23. So still essentially lower highs. The new 1 minute candle's about 15 seconds. So if it makes a new high on the 1 minute candle, it'll probably go long. If it makes a new low, we just have to see how it does down there. There's 23, 23, 24. I'll take 24 and I'll hold here. Break even stop. Take me to the moon. Stock ONFO. Take me to the moon if you dare. I'm here for the ride. Here for the ride. Take me to Pluto and then Jupiter. Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn. Pull away. Come on, pull away. Short sellers, cover early. Save yourselves the trouble. And let the bulls have this day. They can have the backside of the move. It's not pulling away yet. Maybe I'm a little too impatient. You guys know I have paper hands. But it's still holding up above 23. Boy, those fills are lagging. Come on. Where are those bulls? KB, 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 KB. Where are the bulls? Are they going to take this trade? The bulls are sleeping here, man. This thing should already be at 260. Sleeping, sleeping. All right, we'll take a loss in that loss position and see what happens. So all of that is just me trying to take one trade in at 24. Can we see a move through the highs? We're not at the highs, so I'm in and out a couple times. Patience is key, though. It has not broken below 24. I could still be holding that initial position. But I'll take my 5 cents. And I'll try and get back in. Last low, high of the last 37. Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? 35. We need more green. More green. I think it's finished. Quick last bounce right there. That's not what we want to see. Well, I mean, the 5 minute chart still looks good, but how many times are we going to reject this high? How many times are short sellers going to get a victory? Better curl back all the way to 30 here. You see, it's like in that area I'm in up there 30. I'm selling so fast because I'm just not seeing the amount of green I'd want to see on the tape. It's like that type of trade though, to be out so early is just from seeing this type of stock before and knowing that when it's gonna work, buyers are just flooding in mid 30s for that rip through 250, 240, and then new highs. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking, do I walk away here? It's been a great day already. What is the move? You know what? Here's the move. This is exactly what I need to do. Thankfully, I'm thinking. Here's what I'll do. I'm barred from touching the stock unless it breaks 240 and holds above 240. And if it gets to 240, I'm not going to take the breakout trade. I'll let it go to 60, but I'm also not going to take the first dip. If it holds that first dip, I'll use that dip as a risk getting in on the second dip if it's to so get up to that point. Because right now I have analysis paralysis. I think we've rejected the level too many times and I now feel uncomfortable buying the highs. I think we should have went right there. Like we should be at 265 right now. So I'll be waiting on the sidelines. Some people will still trade. I mean, there's still opportunity, of course, but those are the parameters I'm gonna put on myself. The sanctions I'm gonna put on myself right now. Okay, being that I'm waiting, I'm gonna quickly mention that yesterday was the deadline to submit your chance, right, to win a free membership for the course. We have some excellent videos, and we're gonna talk to the participants and see, because some of them are not as comfortable, right, being out there. Others, they don't need to get into any trouble with like, work or things like that, so they don't really want to be seen. But we'll talk with them and see what we can do. And Marcelo and I, our plan is to, on Monday have a live stream where both of us are on and kind of just watching through the videos again with the audience, and then we make the decision. But some great videos. I mean, excellent videos so far. And shout out to everyone who did participate. I mean, just you know, heartwarming stuff. Heartwarming stuff. Besides that, Code Manifest is still going, and it will be going until the 31st, right? The 31st, Code Manifest for 50% off MMU, right? MMU is the day trading course that I have built with Marcelo. ALAR. I don't know what's wrong with my scans today. I gotta investigate into this. ALAR, let's see. So I'm just watching at the chat. Of course, I'll be delayed, but that's okay. Better late than never. ALAR, $3 stock. Seems like there's a bit of a spread. Maybe there's something here. Maybe I can start with small size. Doesn't look bad. Daily chart, how are we doing? Daily chart. Is this a recent IPO? No, it's not. But there is room. Potential resistance at 340, 200. It's at the 200 EMA. Although Thinkorswim has a different location for that 200 EMA. E-Trade is telling me 333. I'm gonna take it slow with this one. It might already be above the 200. I'm not sure why there's a discrepancy again between the two platforms. It's getting frustrating, really. And then 339 is a daily level here. Is it 339? Yeah. So, well, it looks like this is done. 339 was a daily level. Going back to April 4th, we had a high point of 339, a low of 167. Pulled back from there to the depths. ONFO, man, great potential, but not quite, living up. 366 was the target on this one. Guys, I do show a lot of here on YouTube. I'll never stop live streaming on YouTube. Just so everyone knows, I'll never stop live streaming on YouTube. I don't know what will have to change for me to stop live streaming on YouTube. But I show a lot here on YouTube, right? So even for the people who, they can't afford the course, you can still learn something from just watching on. But when it comes to level 2 data and things like that, I'm not going to be able to show that stuff. Level 2 data, and when it comes to the edges, and this is what I would recommend, right? For people just watching on and trying to learn, you have to more so go off the charting, right? The, the way how I trade is like a hybrid between charting and level 2. Charting comes first though, always. If the charting doesn't look good, I can't even look at the level 2. I'm just wasting my time. So if you're just watching on trying to learn, you have to pay attention to charting and make sure to have a good understanding of the foundation of candlesticks, because that's how we read the markets. Just like how you're reading a storybook, you're paying attention to all the key words. Like, you go back to grade school, it's like, how do you properly read an article, right? There's certain key things you focus on, right? And then afterwards, it's like, hey, what is the theme, the setting, the characters, who are the people, who's the important people in the story. So when it comes down to reading the charts, you have to understand accurately what each candlesticks mean, and how to, based off of that, applying and then executing. Not everyone uses level 2, by the way, which is worth mentioning here. There are people who are profitable without level 2. There are people who are profitable with level 2, right? But of course, the process will be longer, slower, more of a learning curve. Can somebody become profitable from just watching on the live stream? I mean, I think so. It's possible, right? It's possible, but it'll take longer, right? There's not as much access to information, right? Breaking down the trades like how we do in MMU, reviewing, posting the full, the full archives, the study sessions, the one-on-one sessions, those type of things. But yeah, this is here. This will be here forever. Relentless Trader will be here again on Monday. I will be here until the day I die. I'll be like 65 years old, still streaming. 65 years old, still streaming. GCT, is it looking all right? That's the one that's being mentioned now. My scans decided to take a vacation to the depths today. I don't know. GCT has been one that's sold off recently. Yeah, nice bounce, but this stuff I feel like is short sellers covering, and it's not really the easiest way to trade. Usually a combination of short sellers covering along with buying is better. Not saying that there isn't any buying, but there might not be as much. But guys, today's a Friday. the scanners were on the softer side today. I've been giving back profits the last couple of days. My instincts are telling me shut it down and get out of here. Don't even look back. I don't even think I'll turn on my computer again the rest of the day until I do the recap, which will be, and there's a reason I do the recap at 4 p.m. if you guys don't know, or after 4, so I don't see anything. If I decide that I'm done in the day, in the past I'd come back and do the recap at 2 p.m. There's a stock moving, you get yourself in trouble, and then you feel like, like an idiot. Now, with that being said, we always want to make sure we have the discipline of, if we're going to come back and trade, A quality setups, right? But some days, even though there might be something coming that could be good, and you could potentially make more, there's always risks which are on the other side of the trade. And it's like on a day like today, I'm up $900, right? If I come back and make another 300, like how I feel is not going to change. And some people might say it's like, man, you're still in the grind, like try and squeeze as much money as you can get, which is a good point. But it's like, I don't know if it's fear, I don't know if it's me being responsible, but me making another 300-400 bucks, it's like if I